I'm Grizz. Hello, all you grizzly bears, grizzly mamas, grizzly papas, grizzly cubs. Welcome back to the Grizz Games Let's Play of Tides of Numenera. We just went through a mirror, and we're about to do another one.
You got it.
I believe this is the one we went in. Yeah. Feather Cloak. I think we have one more. Soul of the Forgotten. Interesting. Where have I seen these glyphs before? Eat it. Soul of the Forgotten. Now, what is this Mirrorcaster that I left for myself ages ago? What is this? What is this mirror? Here we are, a grand city. The first thing you notice is the stifling heat. The dry air feels like it's sucking the life right out of you. You stand in the middle of a crowded street. An enormous blue dome towers in the distance, over crowded clay and synth steel buildings. The dome shimmers as the sunlight dances across its surface. Dark men and women jostle past you in brightly colored robes, kicking up dust clouds as they go. The dust glitters gold and silver, but it's just dust, and it's making you cough. A beggar sits at your feet, her robes far grungier than those of the crowd. The beggar is a thin, gaunt young woman, her skin reddish-brown from what looks like constant sunburn, her hair bleached almost white, and her eyes green with bluish tints. The light reflects on a smooth, polished metal band around her throat. Coin for knowledge, she chants, rhythmically in a pleasing voice, rocking gently. Coin for pity, coin for song. She sees you staring. I know you, she says, her normal voice almost as melodious as her chanting. She points at the side of your head. I've seen that tattoo and that uniform. You're one of the lords of the endless battle, aren't you? A cast-off. What business could you have with the Oasis? Try to remember whose life I'm in now. Anamnesis. Your accoutrements jog your memories. His name is Harissi Folk, an officer of the 1st Militia. A patch was torn from his uniform, suggesting that he's actually a former officer. He was exiled, and when he refused to carry out Paj's orders, when he did, whatever it was, he was shocked that Paj would have him do it. he never did get a satisfactory answer from her as to why. Several ornaments hang from your belt: a metal hand, an electronic eye, a dead power core. They're trophies. Harisi's specialty is battling constructs and automatons. These ornaments are a source of pride for him. I was exiled. Her eyes widen. What a fascinating story. You know, you might just be the person I'm looking for. I desperately need help, and your particular background is ideally suited. She beckons you closer and leans into your ear. I need your help to sneak into the oasis. Why do you want to go in? She sits back, folding her hands in her lap. You want a story? No, of course you don't. Here's the short, bittersweet version then. You see this? She touches the metal band around her throat. I acquired it some time ago, when I used to live in Sega's Cliffs. I can't say what compelled me to wear it, but... She laughs at her own foolishness. I did. And it gave me the most beautiful singing voice, and as an odd bonus, the ability to breathe the water. I began to go by the name Tide Singer. But what a blessing is without its curse. She looks wistfully in the direction of the blue dome. Mine is an overwhelming urge to immerse myself in water. I need it. I ache for it. She squeezes her fists until her knuckles become white. She lets go and sighs. I came here hoping to move into the oasis, but their immigration laws are quite strict. I sing for money here in Jerboa, spending a day in Mirajulios whenever I have enough scraped together. But it's not enough. I need more. Why do you need to sneak in? First time to Mirajulios, I see. Yes, I have to sneak in. Oh, for a handful of shins I can play tourist for the day. And believe me, I do. Whenever I can. But I long, I need to live there, to be part of the waters. Her shoulders droop, but the gibbers make it difficult. They fear what blending the cultures might do. So they place heavy restrictions on who can immigrate. They patrol the borders and monitor the air skin bracelets sold in Jerboa. You must have either connections or money for them to let you in. I have neither. However, she leans in eagerly. If you can avoid their patrols and breathe without a bracelet as I can, then it is possible. I have a gibber friend who says it's more trouble than it's worth for them to seek out every illegal air breather who slips through their net. It's only the net that is the problem. Do you have a plan, then? She pats the ground next to her and waits until you're sitting down. The tour groups are on our way in. The gibber guards will let anyone past with a guide. Of course, the problem is that the guides stick to you like... She searches for the right metaphor, then lets a handful of sand sift through her fingers. Well, like dust. She raises a finger. Except at the menagerie. It's like an underwater museum, but it's so crowded that the guys simply hang out at the entrance. So we enter Mirajulios with a group, then slip away and hide ourselves in the menagerie until nightfall. Shadow crosses her face. This is the tricky part. The menagerie is guarded by a demon, an automaton from a prior world. She playfully flicks a construct's eye hanging from your jacket. But I suspect you know a thing about dealing with those, don't you? With your skills, we should be able to sneak past it no problem. Let's do it. Her face lights up as bright as her song from before. Thank you, thank you. For a man of your skills, this will be easy, I promise. Get what you need. I'll meet you at the gates in an hour. Then she gets up and practically floats away. Finding the gates is simple. An energy net shimmers just inside. Those with bracelets and tour guides are allowed to pass, the rest are turned away. Neem suddenly slaps an airskin bracelet on your wrist. You feel a slight tingle, but nothing more. She points to a group of Jibbones next to a smiling Gibbera. Ready? Let's go. Stepping into the oasis is surprising. There's no shield or force holding the waters. You walk into them like you might walk into the sea. This is really interesting. Very cool picture. Once inside, the tour guide takes you all over the massive city, through the sunken market, an underwater park, the government square. Neem was right. She doesn't let you out of her sight once. Finally, you arrive at the menagerie. It's just as crowded as Neem said it would be, filled with creatures and curios, as though it can't decide whether it's a museum or a zoo. It's almost overwhelming, and you don't know what to look at first. Remember, Neem says, her hand gently holding your arm, why we are here. Okay. Take a look at the construct. The construct's armor is pitted and scarred, bursting with metal thorns on all sides. Instead of arms, it has long killing blades sharpened to a gleaming edge. It appears to be inactive, completely oblivious to you or anything in the menagerie. A feeling of intense loathing rises unbidden as you look upon it. These are not your feelings, you realize, but a visceral response to the person whose body you're in. Seems like I'm known, even by constructs. There are 5 creatures in a cell of air. Fire whites. We've run into them before. They're deadly. They are watching us. The tune we're hearing is the odd, dissonant tune of the Lorabs. There must be some invisible field between you and them, because they stay back from the onlookers. There's a pocket of air about 2 meters above your head. A few tourists floating there are tossing in treats they've purchased, which the Lorabs snap up greedily. Their habitat resembles rocky shoals, with several holes and hollows for them to hide in. Okay, the Lorabs might tear us to shreds unless we distract them. You recognize the Talon we're looking at as a strange artifact from that first memory deep within your mind. The changing god once needed it for something, perhaps to complete the resonance chamber itself. Though all that seems irrelevant now. Scores of tourists meander through the menagerie's corridors. The vast majority of them are human, but there are several Gibbera and other water-breathing races as well. A soft current seems to carry them from one exhibit to the next. And you can feel the pull of the current yourself, as though it's trivial to resist it, though it is. One tourist hovers to one side, dressed in colorful robes and seemingly more interested in the tourists themselves. His gaze moves back and forth across the crowds, but never on any of the exhibits themselves. Of course, he's simply doing what you are. What is his reason for observing? Seeing the robed tourists, you scrutinize the other tourists even more carefully, wondering if any more observing more than just the exhibits. The robed figure appears to be the only one, but you notice something else. None of the tourists, not even the robed figure, are looking up. Even the Gibra treat the menagerie as those filled with air, its occupants restrained by gravity. Looking up yourself, you noticed a shadowed crevice high above, hidden beneath stone structural supports. It looks just big enough for two people to hide in. You could get in there without being noticed. Let's hide. You point to the crevice to Neem, and she nods, understanding your intent. Wait here, she says. She swims away to a back corridor. You can no longer see her, but in a few moments a slow melody of seraphic tones of angels. That's interesting. Good adjective. Seraphic tones floats through the water back at you. The tourists' ears perk up, and soon all of them are either looking for the sound or have swum off after it. Immediately, you shove off the floor and tuck away into the crevice. Neem finishes her song and thanks her onlookers. She wanders the menagerie for another 2 or 3 hours before she finds an opportunity to swim up unnoticed herself. Then it's just a matter of waiting for nightfall. The menagerie is dark and empty. You emerge from your hiding place, moving as quietly as possible. A metallic voice comes. Did you not think I would see? Would not know you will die here tonight. You see the demon around the corner, a construct bristling with spikes and blades. It doesn't seem to have seen you yet, but it knows you are here and is blocking the exit. You have a beam lance bracer on your forearm, but you suddenly wonder if that will be enough. Doesn't know where we are. What if we're trying to get a good shot and blind the thing? You aim the beam lance at its head, focusing on the vulnerable optic nerves. You exhale and squeeze your fist, triggering the beam. It strikes the demon directly in the face. The demon's head snaps backwards. When it returns, the face is jarred. Eyes dim. Do you think I need to see to kill you? Come here. Oh, God. I don't believe in a 55% roll. Oh, lucky. Alright. Woo! Although you've never learned how to take down an automaton, you find this body knows easily what to do. You get closer to the demon, feinting an attack to its head. When it blocks the critical spot, you bring your blade back against its side, slicing through critical wires and actuators. The demon makes a guttural noise, possibly a curse. Its body jerks and shivers against its will. It's not dead, but it will have trouble retaliating now. Finish it. Got it. Stars and a full moon shimmer above you from outside the dome of the oasis. Shadowy mountains rise on the far distance at the edge of the valley. Below you, the rest of Mara Juliet's is a black expanse. Neem snaps off her bracelet and breathes deep of the waters. Thank you, she says, her voice even clearer now without the air skin. She puts a hand on your cheek and whispers, I owe you more than you know. It's not much, but I know something that might help you. Your Commander Paj Rakeen is not what she appears. There's someone else pulling the strings above her. Whoa. Whoa. She shrugs, embarrassed. It's all I have to give you. I'm sorry. Maybe you can use it somehow. Kisses us on the cheek. Mazov? What? Is Mazov? The plot thickens. This is the one I just used, right? Yeah, okay. Okay. Very, very interesting. Can I put it back? Okay. Very, very interesting. Okay, they're not big fans of us now. I'm glad we went to the shrine. Okay. We found the missing... Oh, there's 2 missing patrols. Jurgen's Swamp. Delny Vrun. Okay. So yeah, let's go back to the Jurgen. God, this zone is huge! There's so much going on here. Okay. We have your banner.
Cheer
May your
up,
men
Alagern.
find honor anew.
I'm ready.
Hmm. I mean... I can't give it back to you? Okay.
I need to talk to you.
Hmm. Hmm. His family is alive on him. In memories. Living memories. Hmm. Need a passcode. Hmm. Min.
I'll remember that.
Hmm. The empty cage. Hmm. Who do you know that we can talk to?
I don't know how to thank you for your help with the frame, with the tattoos, with my family. I know I haven't been the easiest companion, or the most trusting. I hope now you know why I behaved as I did.
Hmm. Is Calistige the one that can help? Hmm. Okay, let's move on. Okay. So where have we not been recently? 8:30 now.
Yes.
Let's see. So the Ascension was somewhere in there, I believe.
I'm ready.
Old Slave Block Shrine. We haven't been to Little whatever the hell it's called.
Yes. Now.
Little Shantytown. Little Neelish. Neelish. Looks charming. Looks real charming. Okay. Okay. One of the patrols. So, people are... Whoa! Okay, who's the leader of the mutants? Okay. You must stop! Quite convincing.
Take on the world. I'll remember that.
There we go. Whew. Alright. So this is where the mutants hang out. That was costly. One more might, in case of an emergency, might be useful. Just concentration too. Oh shit. Maelstrom? Yeah. That's pretty savage. That's very good. Balefire might be very useful. Oh shit, we can get both of these. Oh, we are going to destroy. Oh my god. Nano is so much fun to play. Mob claimed him and actually made a portal out of him. Interesting. Hmm. What the fuck? Hmm. 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 Specialized in tidal affinity now. Interesting. Hmm. A dawn. That's a reference to the adventures of Planescape Torment. By speaking the name Adon something like 5 times to various people, you essentially will him into existence. Hmm. Hmm. The warmth of his smile ripples. I like this guy. He's kind of a happy-go-lucky, if slightly confused fella. Not bad. Not bad. Hmm. see if we find more mentions of Dawn. Good lord, there are so many areas in here. Okay. Now, next up, Dracogen's Price. Meeting the guardian of the whole maw, and seeing how conniving she really is. And restoring Score's sight. But we gotta get that magmatic amulet. All of that in our next episode of Grizz Plays Torment, Tides of Numenera. Thank you, Grizzly Bears, Grizzly Mamas, Grizzly Cubs, hipsters, dreamers, gamers, musicians, friends. I heart you here on this stream. If you're liking what you've seen, I implore you, please give me a follow. It helps me out a lot and lets me know, what you guys want to see. Hit me up with a comment on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, what have you. All three are Grizz Games. Grizz_Games with the Z at the end. If you're on the stream, wait a second. We're going to be starting right back up.